Now there are times that you want to use the flash. Again, really quickly, if you've got a point and shoot, there's usually a shortcut on your cross keys that allows you to get to it really quickly. If you've got a digital SLR camera, if you want to turn the flash on and it's not coming on, there's usually a button along the side, usually right up towards the front, that's got a little lightning bolt. And if you push on it, the flash will pop up. And if you decide you don't want the flash to flash after it's popped up, with the opposite, you would just physically push that down, and that tells your camera you're turning it off. And that's how you turn your flash on and off with digital SLRs. Now, when do you want to use flash? Generally, whenever you're taking pictures of people inside, you're going to want to light them up somehow, and a flash is a good way to do it. Flash does another thing, though. It freezes action. So let's say you're at the karate tournament. You've moved your ISO up, and you've got a fast shutter speed, but the kick still comes out a little bit blurry. What you can try, your next step, is to turn on your flash even if you don't need it. You'll be surprised, because that fast burst from the flash can help freeze action. But do know that if you're using flash in this manner to freeze action, you have to move fairly close to your subject, because your on-camera flash is not really that strong. So about 10 feet or less from the camera to do this kind of freezing action. And flash also works in bright situations. This is a wonderful picture of this cowboy, but sometimes in bright, sunny situations, working with shadows is a real problem. For this cowboy, this really moody picture with this heavy shadow over his eyes works perfectly. I love it. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, that I'm this cowboy's mother, and I want a nice picture of his beautiful blue eyes under that hat. Well, now this shadow is not working for me, right? So what I can do is turn on my flash, even though it is a bright sunny day, and what the flash will do is it will illuminate some of this light up under this deep shadow. So flash, even on a sunny day, works. Remember that. It may not be intuitive, but if you've got really deep shadows and you're looking at your pictures and you can take another picture, try one using a flash. Oftentimes it'll fill in. So even on a bright sunny day, use it on heavy shadows, hats and doorways, and to capture action. Now, the other thing that happens is you might want to use fill flash, and I've got my boot picture up here, but it works in just about any situation where you've got a strong backlight, but you're trying to illuminate, let's say this is a person. See, what's happening is the very strong light is coming in from behind, and the shadow is on this side. One of my students at one point, she took pictures of her daughter's wedding, and they all lined up in the cathedral against a beautiful stained glass window. It was a full-length stained glass window. It was a bright sunny day. That stained glass window, it had lots of light coming in, and the party was standing up against it. And the camera read all that beautiful light and exposed for that beautiful light. And when she got her pictures, she got a bunch of people that had this kind of thing going on where you couldn't really see their face. So if you've got a very strong backlight, you're going to want to turn your flash on, and that will fill in the front, and it's referred to as fill flash, and you can see we've got more detail. So even on a bright sunny day, if you've got a real strong backlight, you may want to turn on your flash.